Yeah, we're back on the streets of Kuala Lumpur today after a good sweat. And I'm here with our players slash football fans. So today we're going to do like a joint session. Today you guys are not Chelsea fan or Man United fan. Just
Thank God.
Premier League
we are
fans in
football
general.
fans.
I need to help my brother out.
We are football fans.
All right. So where do we start? Old Trafford.
No. Don't let us start with Old
Oh.
Trafford. Let's start with Man City. It's something like.
Okay, all right. So we'll go with the champions. Erling Haaland is back again, hunting defenders in the Premier League. So what do you think about the Man City game against West Ham?
West Ham put up a very good fight. I mean, with regard to whatever resources they have, Kudus, Bowen, and the likes, they put up a very good fight. But in the end, Man City have more numbers. They have more better players. And
Quality
they
is
have
there.
the quality, and they have Erling Haaland, who we know is a robot. So they won.
All right. So yeah, so that one was quite straightforward. Then
That's the man you fan about Erling Haaland.
yeah,
At least they are in the same Manchester.
Manchester. But right
Okay.
now,
For me, Manchester City, their strong point is the midfield. I mean, we saw when Kondogan was not there, KDB was injured. This robot we're talking about, he was not scoring well. He was struggling to score. It was tough times for Haaland. So for me, if we get a good team that is going to just keep with that midfield, that's the only way you can win that match.
but
But
now
they are playing their usual best. I mean,
but anyway, KDB, the boy is making history. So that's back-to-back hat tricks now. And without doubt, we know like he's going to be the runaway guy to win the Golden Boots.
true.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's the same way he started last season. Begs hat trick. Let's hope
Yeah.
he will start failing to score again.
Nicola Jackson will
we'll catch up.
come up. Yes.
With Jackson.
All right. So this is Nicola Jackson. Then we'll go to Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Last week was a massacre.
Last week was a massacre, and as I said last week, we are not yet there.
Okay.
We are still building. We also the first goal. So we were running with bullets. We had bullets in our attack. But as our Achilles heel has always been our defense. But I feel with time we can all see how Fofana and Powell have been gelling, they have been playing, they have been understanding themselves. So I believe with time and more games they will become they will gel and they will become better playing together.
So you trust the coaching,
I
like
trust the coaching.
you trust the recruitment.
I trust the recruitment.
All right. So let's go to the main game. We need to talk about Old Trafford. We cannot. There's no way we can. All right. So we start with you. Last week, yeah, you're a bit realistic. You're a bit realistic, but we said like it could be a draw, it could be a win, it could be a loss.
Yeah,
And it could be a Salah.
Yeah. So as it went down, it was a loss for you.
a big one.
All right.
3-0 at Old Trafford.
Yeah. So what do you think? Is there any difference from what we've seen under Ten Hag last season?
I feel like it's the same thing. Because even last season, you could have a patch of 3 matches, 3 matches on the run or 4 matches. You're like, maybe we found something here. Our menu is about to turn up. Then 4 or 5 games later, default settings. So it's the same thing. If you look at the game yesterday, it was like Liverpool was practicing. It was like they were playing alone in their practice pitch and everything like that. I don't see why we could say that was a game. Like there was nothing that those boys were offering. I mean, I'm not sure if Casemiro is supposed to be playing in that position now, given that we don't have someone who's a holding midfielder to help him out. It's just chaotic. That midfield, people were just walking through that midfield, just walking the ball through that midfield, and it was just a shame to watch.
But what's the solution? We've been talking about Man United midfield, I think, for so long. I think since like Van Gaal or Mourinho's time, like well, there's so much talk. Pogba was there, Fred was there.
So the challenge
McTominay has left now.
The challenge is you can have 1 or 2 players that are good. What if that player gets injured? And you can't have one player carry the whole team. So you can't expect everything. Because now the thing is, when we're buying midfielders, Rashford is not scoring. I don't know what striker we have now because Holland is injured. no one is a proven striker who will score. Garnacho misses clear-cut
What
chances.
about sexy?
Okay, exactly.
The defending
But
line.
they're not allowing him to play now. So the thing is,
You played the game on Sunday, right?
against Liverpool, someone who's new to the system. I mean, he should have played him last game against Brighton, which is a lesser competitive club. You can't bring him in this big Liverpool game and you expect him to deliver 100% because already he has pressure that I'm playing at home. The last time I played here, I scored. There's expectation on me. This is a big club. Van Dijk is defending things like that. It's just a scary prospect. He's a young man, so I feel like it was bad for him to just throw him in that match. He should have just allowed him to play against Brighton, see where he is, and see how he can play in this match. So the thing is, so now you can have 2 or 3 good midfielders, and now they have to defend, they have to score, and they have to pass the ball. I mean, it's 90 minutes. Probably they'll give you your best match for 10, 20 minutes. Then now they are tired. Casemiro is advanced in age. And I mean, it doesn't have much incentive. He has won everything there is to win in his life. So that's the thing. So that's the challenge. I feel like even if we get one, I feel like you need to get at least 3 midfielders who are good in their positions. Not get one midfielder who's good as holding and can't play the ball or whatever. You need someone who holds the ball. You need someone who will play the ball. Not expect all those things in one player. So I think that's where we are suffering.
Okay, so but do you still trust the management of Ten Hag to like at least take Man U to a place where they can compete
Right,
against those at the top end
trust
of
at
the
this
table?
stage is a big word now. I don't know if I can say I trust him to, because the thing is, it's been 3 seasons, and he came out saying that's the only club that has won more trophies is Man City. But do we have an identity? Is there any way you can say, this is the Manchester United style? Even if City loses or draws the 3 matches in a row, you know how City plays. They have an identity to their play. Even Arsenal, now they have an identity. Chelsea, it's still a squad that is building. They're still finding their own because it's new players, new coach. Liverpool, even under a new coach, you can see what they're doing. For us, it's just a headless chicken sometimes. You don't have any idea what is going to happen.
So do you think you need a change?
Do we need a change?
Yeah.
Definitely. Because,
Ten Hag out.
because we've tried the same thing for 3 seasons. It's evidently not working. Because you can win FA Cup here and we can celebrate, but the goal of a Premier League club is to compete for the Premier League. And for the last 3 seasons, really, we have not competed for the Premier League. We may say, sometimes we finish third, sometimes but we're not in competition for the city.
But the good thing is you have a 2 weeks break. And there are teams that you can say are worse than Man United. What do you think about Everton? Leading 2-0. It's something minute, they lost 3-2.
Everton will always be Everton. I think doing away with Onana hurt them the most because we all know what he can offer. We all know the kind of engine he has. I think they missed Onana so well and they have not done well to replace him. That is what is coming back to hurt them now. So if they can maybe in January get more solidity in that midfield, I think they can survive finally.
Okay, so do you think like it's going to be another relegation battle, or you think the 3 promoted teams are worse than them?
If you look at Ipswich, Ipswich is doing very well. Forget the fact that they have played Man City and the top teams
Liverpool,
in their first 2-3 games. They are playing better than Everton. But we all know the Everton stage, Shondaichi. We all know him. Once the season gets to January, we know he will start taking points off the big teams. So I don't feel it to be a relegation battle this season for them. I don't feel it.
All right, so
We're not talking about Arsenal,
okay. Unfortunately, the moderator is the Arsenal fan.
but we will ask
So
you we will ask you question.
get it
Don't
off your
want to talk
chest.
about that.
Get it off your chest. Get it off your
Don't
chest,
want
bro.
to talk about
Just get it off your chest.
What do you think about Gabriel and Saliba's partnership?
It's still solid. It's still solid. Like I still trust like the defense is still good. Like if you watch the 3 games that you play, like you're kind of confident that it's gonna be very hard to pass them. Unfortunately, the goal that João Pedro scored, I don't know what happened there. That's like kind of the brief kind of they were slept off or something. But it happens. Like you don't expect them like to stop people all that. But the defense is good. Probably we just need to do a bit more in front. So much work that Havertz
I've
has to
seen a
do.
pattern now for the past, I think, last game against Aston Villa, right?
Mm.
Then this game, I think teams are now starting to target Partey.
Yeah, because like we all know, like Partey is good, but I think his mobility is not the best. He's already in his 30s and probably is already showing. It's not as bad as Casemiro, but to say, but
I
yeah.
expected him to say he's not showing a Casemiro.
It's not as bad as Casemiro because at least for us now, maybe you still believe that Arteta will be able to make a call and make those changes if he's not seeing what he's seen on the field. But yeah, I feel like maybe the mobility isn't that there at all, but he still provides some things that we need in midfield. So that we still need him.
Yeah, I think that's all.
Yeah, so at least Arsenal fans, we got 2 or 3 minutes, some good questions there. So yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, that will be it from SOP today on the streets. So we have an international break, but we still have more content in between. So please continue to subscribe. Thanks to these two gentlemen for being here again.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
All right, so see you around.